you. Stop! Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Stop! What is it? There, you got mud on your face. Big disgrace. Kicking a can all over the place. Singing, we will rock you. Stop!
Good morning. I'm up early today at 4:30, which is definitely not a regular thing, but usually working at home I can, if I can't really sleep, I can go downstairs and go to the office, but now it feels good to be getting out and driving to work. I've not had to commute since the you-know-what hit, but even just a few minutes that I was on the highway with the construction workers and whatever else. It's a very short commute, but it felt good to be out with the working crowd and not that I don't work, but yeah, out with those who travel to work. So I'm doing the Canadian thing and picking up a coffee on the way at Tim Hortons, which is a Canadian institution. Yeah, as a Canadian citizen, I swore an oath to make sure I drink my fair share of Tim Hortons. Got my morning coffee from Tim Hortons, always fresh. This is not a sponsored video, but anyway, yeah, I was just really excited to get to the store. It's a new week. It's Monday, May 29th, 2023, and there's lots to do at the store, so I was excited to get over there and hit the ground running this week. Let's go see what we can get up to today. See you over there. For now, back to the chaos. I'm just kind of using this DVD wall as a bit of a backdrop because there's things happening all around the store. Like I said, I was going to be ripping around like a tornado, moving things, and Victoria and I had an idea over the weekend. We had some downtime. We always take Sundays off. And that was really nice just to spend time together as a family. And it was Hayden's birthday party, so that was a lot of fun and a lot of chaos as well with all those kids, but that's the way we like it, chaotic. But yeah, Victoria and I were saying what we're gonna do is empty the walls behind the glass cabinets and then just push or flip them all around and just push all those glass cabinets right against the wall, because at the moment we're not trying to set up the floor space as a usable store. We're just trying to clear some areas to work, really. So the idea there probably next week would be to get some large Home Depot boxes, lay them out, take the items and catalog them into categories together, so that at least you can just deal with one box at a time of whatever type of stuff it is. Nothing is really in the place that we want it to be anyway, so we may as well put it away in a nice tidy pile and be able to see a bird's eye view of how much of each thing there is. So that would be the goal, to put the items away. We're going to move all the bookcases and all the shelving, squash it into one corner and just make a big open floor space in the front. That would allow for the ideas to start to flow about which area is going to be for what, because I'm pretty sure everything from the front is going to go to the back and everything from the back is going to come to the front, which is not ideal, but that's the way it is. Yeah, on Saturday I finished scanning the 3,000 DVDs and Blu-rays that came in. There was a few flats of disc onlys that are not scannable because they don't have a barcode, but I got those giant towers done and picked out all the Amazon ones at least. And then so today we're moving on to that epic garage sale pickup from Saturday, and yeah, I wanted to upgrade the playlist here in the store. So I'm not saying these are my favorite bands or anything like that. This is just from a box of CDs that was in Doug's collection. He's pulled through for us here. So these are some things that we're going to be listening to this week in the store. We've got Phil Collins, Experience Hendrix, The Best Of, Ultimate Run DMC. Beach Boys, Still Cruising. They're still cruising. I bet they're still cruising now. Appetite for Destruction, Guns N' Roses. Nickelback, come on. A Canadian institution. Whether you like it or not, the Canadian radio stations have an obligation to play a certain amount of Canadian music, so people in Canada get bombarded with Nickelback and resent it. But in the UK, when Nickelback came out, people didn't mind them so much. Oh, there they are again. Beastie Boys, License to Ill, is that? Yeah. And then a couple of Nirvana albums there. One with a controversial cover. But that's what we'll be listening to in the store this week. I'm back on scanning CDs. I put Nirvana on right away. That's from my friend Carly. I know she's a huge Nirvana fan. And anyway, I just had an idea about the CDs, and I was thinking in some stores they have the discs all out of the cases, and then they just keep them in sleeves, and when you go to make your purchase, then they flick through and find the disc and put it in there. But that is a lot of work for how many CDs there's going to be and DVDs. So maybe we'll just have a section of very cheap music and movies, and then leave the discs in those ones, so that when the customer comes up, I know that it's from that section. It's already ready to go. And then some of the better ones, I could put those in a separate section and have the discs out of those. And then I'll know that they're a higher price, and I can look those ones up, or they might have a sticker on with the price, or just have a flat fee. All right, so this is an example of what I was saying about it's impossible to guess which ones are worth sending to Amazon, and you just got to scan everything. This is from the garage sale collection, and it's a TV show called MASH. I've never really watched it, but I've heard it's a classic. And the stack on the left, I got response from my scanner. Don't send to Amazon because the price is so low and the sell-through rate is at such a point that it's not worth sending in. And the stack on the right all got a cha-ching, so I'm going to send them to Amazon to sell, hopefully. These are not good for eBay because in Canada, the thickest thing you can send by letter mail is just a regular DVD case. So these are too thick to go by cheap postage. So people on eBay are not going to want to pay $15 or $20 shipping on top of the $5 or $7 or $10, whatever it is, cost of buying the DVD. So yeah, season 1, 2, 3, and 6 are going to go in the store, and seasons 9, 11, 7, 5, 10, 4, and 8 are going to Amazon. And after a year, we'll see if they sell. If not, they'll be coming back to the store. And yeah, after we've scanned everything for Amazon, it's not just a case of whatever's left is going to be in the store, because I also want to pull things out that are supposed to be on eBay. But for eBay, it's not as easy as scanning. You can scan items, and it's intelligent enough that it can look up the barcode, but I find that for a CD, for example, if you scan an album into eBay, it might only give you 2 search results, because it depends if the seller has tagged that item exactly with the right barcode number, or if somebody might have just made a listing and just written the title and the description. Then the eBay algorithm isn't able to find those ones. So when I'm looking them up, it is a fast way to do it on eBay as well, just to scan it, keep it in price order by lowest first, and then see what the general price is that they're listed at, or sold listings is the most important part. But after I've gone through and done this wave of getting things out of the store for Amazon, then the next wave is going to be trying to figure out which things are going to go to eBay, or at the very least just make a pile of things which I'll call check if they should go on eBay, and then get those out of here, put them into storage in a separate place, so that we can concentrate on just what's going to be here in the shop. This is a couple of screenshots from the scanning software that we use. So the first one shows an item that we would buy, and then this is something that we wouldn't buy, just to show you what flashes on the screen when we're scanning the items. I'm still scanning through the music, and one of the albums I came across here was the late Tina Turner, who sadly passed away a few days ago. I've just put her up there as a little tribute. And yeah, I had a few thoughts about the pricing of the music. Yeah, and I thought I should explain as well some of the inside jokes. Like, instead of just thinking that I'm so funny with inside jokes, which I have been known to be funny from time to time. It's a little bit hard to be funny when I'm just talking to a camera, but I said my friend Carly before was a big Nirvana fan. That was just an inside joke with my buddy Alex. He's been bugging his wife because she has a Nirvana sweater, and he didn't think she's a real fan because she doesn't know any of the songs. But anyway, that's that. I thought with the pricing of the music, it would be kind of funny if I make a good music section and a bad music section, or at least what I think is good and bad, and even maybe toying with the idea of having it at different prices. If I think it's a good band, the price is going to be higher. Like that meme where the guy sat at a table and it says, "Coldplay is a bad band, change my mind." If people know me, I have been known to be stubborn from time to time, so if I've decided a band is good or bad, you might find it tricky to change my mind. But maybe we'll do that. Maybe it's half price on terrible music and double the price on awesome music. Who knows? I guess if you have a store, you can make rules like that. And this is definitely not business advice, by the way. Like, all this vlog is about is sharing the things that we're doing. I'm by no means a business expert in the slightest. I didn't do a business degree or anything at college or anything like that. It's just yeah, just doing things by experience. And you know, this opportunity came up one evening. We had talked about it for a long time, having a store, and even when we were dating, Victoria and I, we talked about moving over to Canada and having a British store. So now, finally, 14 or 15 years later, since we were dating, then the chance has come up where we can open a store and have a British section. So we're really excited about that. But yeah, like I said, this is not business advice. We just want to share what we're doing. It's probably not a good idea to have complicated pricing and try and draw arguments with customers about who's a good band and who's a bad band, but I just think that's fun. I think it'll be funny. And yeah, this opportunity came up on Sunday night, and by Tuesday we had been given the keys, and there you go, we were running. So far we've only even had the store for 4 days. It's not like we've had this a long time to plan well in advance. We've jumped in to the deep end with 2 feet, and it's how we do a lot of things, but we work well under pressure, and we're excited to attack this problem head on, and not problem, opportunity head on. There is a bunch of problems that'll come along as we go along, and we'll just tackle them one at a time. So and yeah, like same with buying more inventory. When you've got a lot of inventory, it's usually not a good idea to get even more as you go along. But like I said, sometimes the right deal comes along and you're either going to grab it or miss it. So sometimes you just got to take a chance. And what was the other thing here? Oh yeah, just when I'm scanning everything, I was talking about sending things away to Amazon and putting things on eBay that is better stuff, but please don't feel like everything that's left in the store is going to be just rubbish. Like, there's so many good bands in these CDs that the ones that I'm sending away, there's just really obscure things, and definitely some good bands in there, but the stuff that's going to be in the store, it is going to be filtered down price-wise, but there's going to be some amazing stuff, and we're going to have it in great condition. Change the cases out so they're not beat up, and it's going to be really nice. Like, even once we get the pile of music or movies that's going to be in the store, then I'm going to filter it through and just try and have all the best stuff out. So yeah, I'm trying to get all the CDs over to the CD wall behind me, but I noticed this tower was on the floor, so I was going to pull them all out, but then I've seen that actually they're all movie soundtracks or TV soundtracks, so it's kind of nice that they've all been put in one place. I found a tower as well of all Christmas CDs, so I pulled those out, but I kept them all in one box, because if somebody spent the time organizing something already, it's kind of nice just to keep it together.
Keep it together. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together, keep it together.
And when you pick up stuff as well, sometimes if you pick up a collection, try and think about how the person has put the items in the box. Like, maybe they put all the special ones together, or at least the ones that they thought were special, so that those are sometimes worth checking out first, just to see what was going on. But I'm going to keep this for now as a TV and movie soundtrack area. And I just wanted to show you some of the ones that I pulled out that are worth sending to Amazon, apparently. So, Pokemon 2000. Not that these are the best movies ever, but Blood Brothers, American Dreams, Sense and Sensibility, About Last Night, Princess Diaries, Backdraft. Nice. We went to, I think, Universal Studios, and they had an area where it was recreating this film, and you could see how they make the explosions and fire effects. Disney, sometimes Disney's blocked, so we'll see about that. Mortal Kombat, this seems like a really good one. I think that was $35. Moonstruck, never heard of it. Lizzie McGuire. And this one, Evita. And then there was a whole bunch of sealed ones. Some of them didn't really say that they'd sold in the past, but because they're sealed, you know, when it cha-chings or you have to keep in mind that if you've got a sealed one, the price is going to be different, because I've just got my app set to not sealed comparables. See, this one's sealed, but there's a hairline crack on the case, so you can't change that out because it's in there. So maybe I'll give some of these a chance at Amazon. These two are the same. And then I found probably one of my favorite film soundtracks of all time, so I'm going to listen to this now. The Wedding Singer. It's a great soundtrack. Oops. There's some of the tracks.
Losing his mind. And I'm reaping all the benefits.
This was the first time I tried the Cabin Fever Junction bakery. The bakery across the street has pulled me in for the first time. It's tempted me too much. I didn't bring lunch today anyway, so... And cleaning up the community, one nail at a time. Found it outside in the parking lot, so I've saved somebody's wheels. Yeah, the people there are super friendly. Maybe we'll do a Dana White style food review. Oh yeah, it's good, it's good.
So good.
Yeah, it was good. Get him out of here.
Not that I want beef with the UFC there, but what do we got? Soup, minestrone soup, and a good old classic sausage roll. Only the healthiest stuff for me. Alright, so I finished the CD section now, and I've pulled out a few UK bands. I was kind of talking before about maybe having a best of British and the worst of British. There isn't that much in there really, but I thought, as well as talking about how the different prices work for good music versus bad music, we'll just do a little demonstration of how that'll work. So I'm definitely not saying these are good bands or bad bands, or the best album by these people. are my favorite bands, but it's either going to be judged quickly by me as being a good CD or a bad CD. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments.